Good morning, everyone. I am looking a hot mess, so please disregard, but I did want to show you guys some things here in my garden. I have never been able to keep any plants alive really in my life, but this year I did quit my job and decided that I would like to start to grow my own food because they put a lot in our food these days. They're very heavily genetically modified, and I just feel safer growing my own. And not only that, to talks of food insecurity with the war and supply and demand, and right now to the lack of fertilizer. There's a lot of talk about food shortages, and I've spared myself explosive diarrhea with all of the contaminated produce too, because I can just pick everything out of my garden. But I'll show you what I have grown just this year. It's a little bit wild. Do disregard the offerings I give it scraps every day to help continue to feed the garden. So here we go. This is it. It is a 60-foot vegetable garden. Primarily there's some flowers in there. I've got a bunch of onions that are going wild, so I do throw, like I said, scraps in there, so it looks crappy right there, but there's a bunch of really nice onions. I've got carrots. I picked a carrot out yesterday. I have got so many tomatoes in this garden. It is incredible. Just tomato plants everywhere. Look how tall these are. A lot of them like struggling to keep up. Like I said, there's flowers. The caterpillars keep eating all of whatever that is. There is cilantro. There is these huge basil plants. I used basil yesterday too. So much lettuce. Anytime I need lettuce, I just come right out here, and that's like I said, scraps, because I give all my vegetable scraps right back to the garden. This is corn. That one that's getting torn up, apparently that is like cauliflower. I do have Brussels sprouts too, but it seems like the caterpillars get that variation of plant. I already picked out all of my radishes because they were going crazy. I've got beets in here. I think parsley. There's a ton of cucumbers growing, and again, so many tomato plants. It is incredible. And again, this is supposed to be Brussels sprouts, but the freaking caterpillars are just tearing it up. So if you know how to keep those off of there, let a girl know. This is wild garlic right here. Again, so much lettuce. It's corn, but these are the cucumbers, which honestly keep trying to choke out my tomato plants too. I have ADHD, so this is my ADHD garden essentially. There's some pepper plants in there too. I got green beans. This is just the start. So again, I've not got any growing experience. I watched a YouTube video on how to start a garden, and then just went out and did it. I lined the ground with cardboard. So luckily I order a lot from Amazon. It's a shame to say, but do order a lot from Amazon. So I had plenty of boxes to line the ground with. You got a little fence up around it. And there's like 1,000 pounds of freaking soil added in there. I do compost, which is those ugly little things over there, but I always just throw like my eggshells and any of the veggie scraps right back in here, because they'll break down. And also too, like, the birds are always picking in there, so it gives them something to eat other than my veggies. So I did get a lot of seeds. There was so much dill in here that I just couldn't really use it on time, but that is it. If you have any hesitations on growing, I'm telling you, man, I've killed every plant I've ever touched, but I'm so proud of my little garden here. Do recommend starting a garden if you've got the time and you've got the resources. Seeds are cheap, and then you can continue to reuse the seeds, so it just gives back. But that's all. Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you have a blessed day.